Hey, hey, hey! How's it going? Nice to see you again, night after night. My day was good. Thank you, Jordan. How is yours? Can you guys hear me without like straining? Is the music too loud or? Is the music too loud, Jordan? Or whoever's on? All good. All right. Nice, nice. So Jordan, you said yesterday that you meditate and you use ormus. Is it you use powdered ormus or liquid ormus? We can be free. Hello. I'm gonna break it down today about the whole misunderstanding about alkaline and acid, the whole pH misconception. Oh, liquid. Your dad introduced. Wow, that's pretty. Wow. Normally it's we introduce it to the parents, so that's pretty cool. Nice. What kind of ormus do you prefer? I don't think I have a preference in terms of liquid or solid. It's more like who made it, what's the consciousness behind it, of the people that made it, and their intention and who they are and who touched it. Because all these alchemic production or alchemic creations basically get the energy of the person that made them. So, and I mean that's in everything, of course, right? So especially in ormus where it's very very sensitive and we're working on elevating consciousness, so I think it's the source. I have monoatomic gold that I actually use. I bought a bunch in the past from a specific person that makes them in a lab, and that's like I've had it for a long time. It lasts for a long time. Yeah, I knowledge over ignorance. You can I have a bunch, so call me like or message me or get with me later, and we can talk, because it's really clean ormus. Yeah, so there's more people joining in. I think what I'm gonna do, like yesterday, I'm gonna do some Facebook live as well. Let's see how that works. Go live. It's crazy. It shows me. Let me close the closet here. 1 second. It's so interesting. Like Instagram, I'm right in front of you, and then my laptop is right here. And on Facebook, I'm like leaning like this, and the camera, it's as if it's catching me from like around. Like it's catching from around. That's pretty weird. I don't know what I need to do. So funny. Alright, FaceTime HD camera. Perfect. Let's see if I do this. Built-in microphone, what happens? Alright, connect. You can connect also to Smiley Coop. Hey, how's it going? A lot of people have like the whole asking questions about if it's good to drink alkaline water, if a lot of these machines are good, and which machine to get, which filter, and should they drink high pH water, and it's confusing, I know, because there's a lot of high pH water products out there every day, like new ones, and the whole pH thing is so highly misunderstood that it becomes just a fad to make money, because there's like the common thought is that you should drink high pH water and alkaline water all day, and you're amazing, everything, you should drink alkaline, and that's your thing. which is literally farther from the truth. So let's see, camera, go live. Oh, here we go. Go live. All right. So what I'm gonna do today is actually shed some light on the whole alkaline acid misconception, misunderstanding, and hopefully after this feed you're gonna have a better understanding of actually how the body works in terms of pH, and the body's not one pH, and the body's not either all acid or all alkaline, and there is a whole big difference between the concepts and how you actually express it, because there's alkaline and then acid. It's either alkalizing or acidifying, and we'll talk about that. So I mean, I'm just gonna wait for a few more people here to join, and some friends joining here on Facebook. Anyway, Facebook people, we're doing a double feed here on Instagram and Facebook at the same time. So we did that yesterday, and check it out. Hello, Owen. How long should I let Oro sit in the water before drinking it? That's a good question. You know, it depends which water. See, you getting answers already. 24 hours I would do for tap water. So if you're using like filtered water, then if you want, I mean, on the label we say like overnight, you know, like 12 to 72 hours for a full filtration. And that's right, you know, it's filtered already. I personally just add and mix and drink, you know, if it's already filtered, because less filtration is actually all is needed, and when the water is already filtered, even though machines lack the total filtration, so no machine can actually filter the everything out of the water. So the Oro actually completes the picture. Now, another thing is, like, I get spring water. Oh, you said yours is filtered, non-fluoridated, but it's chlorinated. Okay, chlorinated overnight. This is some Ricola. People know that. So filtered, if it's chlorinated, then overnight, because and without a cap, because the chlorine and other toxins are gonna come out as gas out of the top. So if you leave if you leave the water to sit overnight, treat it with the minerals, and you leave the cap off, then the chlorine should come out as gas. Hello, Vixen, my dear friend Vixen here. Is that your real name? Wax Tax Max, what was you really told? Mine is filtered. That's what you really told. Yeah, you know, here's the thing. I get my water from a spring, actually. I'm actually heading up there, I don't know, pretty soon, like maybe next week, or we'll see. I get like tons of water. I have 5-gallon containers. I bring about 4 or 6 of them, and that lasts me for quite a while. I'll treat it with 4.5 teaspoons of the minerals, 5 gallons. Shake it well, and I'll let it sit overnight without the cap. Now, once that night passed, so then I close the cap, and there I have my water. Now the Oro is continuing to work. So once I get to the last container, there's already a layer, because it did complete its full filtration. Still, when I'm putting the minerals in the water, I'm still getting them. So I'm still getting the active minerals to do what they need to do in the water that I actually just entered my body. So it's a little fly here. Can you drink water from hot springs? Obviously Oro treated. Well, the thing is with hot springs, ¿qué tal, amigo? The thing is with hot springs, you never know, that the mineral content can be too high of a certain specific mineral. Hey Betuna, how's it going? I'm on Instagram and Facebook together, so we're talking to both screens. Mucho gusto. So every spring has a different content of minerals. So it's really hard to tell if that content of minerals is and the format that they're in is actually good to drink. It may be too much on the body. Um, so for instance, there's a spring. You know what? I haven't even tried it yet. I know there's a spring that I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get some water. I know people are drinking from it. There's springs that have just too much minerals, so you have to dilute it. You know, there's a spring up north that has a high level of the water has a high level of silica. So it has a high level of silica. I know I heard about people that are drinking from it. I don't know. I don't know. I need to try and see. Hey, Rafael. Haha. How's it going? It's good input today. We're gonna break down the whole alkaline acid thing. Drink alkaline water, and you know, because that's the new thing. No. Hey, Yanka. Wow. That's cool. So, yeah, so I mean, it really depends where you're getting the spring from. It might have already, hot springs. They're already full. They're already really mineralized, so you may already have too much minerals going on there. By the way, how's the music? I don't know if anyone can hear. It's just speakers over there. If I need to turn it on or turn it up or turn it down, let me know. Or change the music, whatever. So yeah, so I wouldn't really drink water directly from hot springs. I think I may use it. I may if the hot springs are really clean, I'll take some water and I'll dilute it because it might be too concentrated with minerals. Just ask him because the closest spring to me, people sit in it. There's not a non-hot spring that's far twice. Yeah, I got it. I understand what you say. There's spring water and then there's hot springs which are very concentrated minerals. So you may want to dilute it on some level, or I can't advise you or recommend what to do exactly. It's up to you. So let me check. Let me do this thing in. Oh, this is so cool! Like in Facebook, I can invite people to be on the feed. So I'm gonna do that, and let's see who joins. Hey, why not? Right? See what's up with that. Cool. All right. Cool. Yeah, so it's used to sit in it. Yeah, because they're really concentrated. I would just dilute it. Definitely. What's your Facebook page? Oral Liquid Gold. Oral, yeah, with a U. A-U, sorry. A-U-R-O. A-U-R-O Liquid Gold. Yeah, so that's the page. Hello, Car LAO4. Yes. Oral Liquid Gold. Yeah, it's gonna be one word. Yeah, so I'm gonna just give a few more minutes here, let more people join, and I'm gonna talk about the whole thing about pH, minerals, alkaline versus acid, and the whole misconception between both. Like it's unbelievable how much misunderstanding there is. So I'm gonna go through that in a minute. Yeah, just waiting for more people to join in. We got Facebook here and Instagram on the other line here, so we talking to both. I can move this a little bit so it's closer. Yeah, that's cool. Distilled still okay to drink? Yeah, if you add oral to distilled water, it will actually bring it to life. It will structure the water because distilled does not structure. It will mineralize it, and because distilled there's nothing in it, so there's actually all the minerals, or a great majority of them will be used to charge the water, structure it, oxygenate, the other benefits that oil provides once you add it to the water. So I would say yes, just let it sit for a second, for a few minutes and do its effect once you put the minerals in the water. All right. Well, I guess I'm just going to break it down and start talking about it, and whoever's gonna join is gonna join, and that's cool. All right. Hey, some more people are coming in. Hello, hello, hello. I don't know your name. KORTZ111. Would be nice to know your name. Very mysterious. I like your posts though, but I don't know your name. Hi Ayal. I'm here on Instagram on the other line and Facebook doing a presentation about pH alkaline versus acid. Whoever's interested. I don't know who's the thing with Facebook. You don't know who's like actually still on, so that's fine. Whoever's here is here. Courtney, Quartz, very nice. That's so cool. Courtney, what's we're waiting to get your opinion or your what you feel or your experience, to hear about your experience using the minerals, because I know you sound like a person that really gets it. So I'm waiting for that time where you're gonna post your experience to see how it works for you. You know, the oral, which by the way you can add oral to juice, coffee, tea. Any liquid, it's going to enhance it. Some people put it in wine. You know, they use it to grow grapes, and they get a higher Brix, Brix, which is the sweetness level in grapes. 30% higher Brix, which is ridiculous because grape farmers will go to any extent to get a higher Brix in their grapes. Now, you know, little did they know, and most farmers today, that the difference that makes a difference is the missing link, which are minerals. So if you use these minerals in wine, in any wine, I mean, most of the wines are treated with sulfites, so it's like a preservative. You treat them with the minerals, it will clean out the sulfites, which is a chemical, and it will enhance the wine. The wine will taste better. So whoever drinks wine, I don't know, but you know, that's another thing. Hey Jennifer, now we're live on Facebook and live on Instagram right here, both. How's the 32 oral bottled in GMP facility? GMP is good manufacturing process. It's a certification, special facility that bottles the product, seals it. Yeah, pretty much so. All right. In case there's any more, maybe we'll wait a few minutes. How's the music level? Is it too high, too low? Change the music, sing, dance, do something else. Tell me what. We can do it. Got it all. You mean in plastic? Okay, that's a good question. Smile. Did you ever try? We have this one, which is it's a HDPE plastic, which is non-leaching. It's a special plastic. Or I have a few. We're just the Schreier one in Myron glass. It's a little bit more expensive. It's heavier. But it's a sturdy glass, and it's biophotonic, so it allows only UVA and infrared rays to enter it. It's a high-level glass. It's used to preserve bioavailability of products. Okay. The plastic itself is non-leaching. It's called HDPE, high-density polyethylene. It's safe. It's being used, forever. So. And there's no expiration date on this, so as long as there's no expiration date, period. And it's better to leave it out of the sun. Why? Because the minerals are activated, and if you put it in the sun, it will actually promote algae blooms growing inside of the bottle, which is a sign of healthy life. So that's what it is. So regardless, if you keep it in the sun, it will just have algae blooms with minerals. That's it. People use it actually in pools and outdoor pools instead of chlorine or bromide. We sell it in a different bulk kind of pricing in bulk in bulk for pools. And some of them are outdoor pools that are exposed to the sun, So I know that they have like a algae bloom on the sides of the pool show up. Um, the people that have treated pools with it, just leave it, and just enjoy the benefits of swimming in water with the minerals. And it's like, oh, okay, we're with nature here. If they want to have algae blooms, then okay, cool. So we're gonna leave it and not touch it. Save your life. Yeah, I'll save my love too. I saved the one from last night, which was pretty cool. We had a very nice live feed. So, but you know what? Yeah, it was deleted, but I'll post it on YouTube. I have already posted a live feed that has a Q&A, questions and answers about oral, on YouTube, so you can check that out. All right. So should we jump in? We're gonna jump in. All right. How's the music level? Whoever's on, you want to give me a comment here on the music level, if it's too loud or too low or too much. Hey Courtney, thank you. Any comment about the music? Anyone? About 6 ounce of oral lasted me. 6 ounce? There's no 6 ounce. Oh, that you bought the small, like the glass, the double strength, 6.7 ounce. 3 months. It should have lasted you more. Well, a bottle like this, the 32 ounce can last for about. Turn it up. Okay, I'll turn it up. I'm just feeling that I'm shouting, so I don't want you guys to like be too much. It's like that. All right. I mean, a bottle like this, literally, if you add 5 drops per cup, I calculated that this goes for like over 12 months. 5 drops per cup, and drink, well, not a gallon because that's 250. Drink about a half a gallon a day of water, and that's it. It will go for more than a year. Okay, and now if you're using this for the bathtub, if you're taking a bath with it, because it will turn the water into actual spring water. So the same thing like hot springs are beneficial. The oral will create a hot springs right in your house. So if you're using it for hot springs, if you're using it for cooking, for giving your pets, for watering your plants, for soaking vegetables, then yeah, the 32 ounce will go quicker. Now, here's the thing: can you sun charge the water once you put? You don't need to, because once you put the oral in the water, it actually creates a charge in the water. Can everyone hear me well? Because I feel that I'm like, hey Jason, because I feel that I'm like shouting a little bit. I don't know if the music is okay. Yeah, because you add the minerals to the water, it already charges it. You don't need to put it in the sun. No need to do that. You can drink it as it is. 3 bottles of 2 ounce. Oh, okay, got it. 3 bottles. Yeah, so about 3 months. That's a really good time. That's a really good time, actually. That's a really good time. Like a 2 ounce bottle, or they. Oh, now, I'm talking about this. These are minerals that I work with that purify water and structure it and create the very hydrating water and add 102 minerals. So people are asking me questions on Facebook and on Instagram. Yeah, so the 2 ounce, it lasted you for a month, like each one. That's a really good time. That's a really good time. Was so good so that you gave him. My friend said the oral gold was good that you gave him. Yeah, it is. It is good. Yeah, definitely. All right, so if there's no more questions, I'm gonna just go into this right away. All right, so many people, we have this whole thing about alkaline and acid, okay? Okay, bye. You can stay, I'm just starting the presentation. All right, the distinction between alkaline environment and alkalizing, okay? Gonna dispel misconceptions about pH in the body and which pH level should be the water that we actually drink. All right. Now, what is pH? The common thought about pH, acidity, and alkalinity is that the body is either all acid or all alkaline. Okay, so it's farther, way farther from the truth. You don't even imagine. Each organ, get a load of this, each organ has its own optimal operating pH, okay? So for instance, the stomach has a pH of 1.5 to 2. That is so acidic that can dissolve your, if you put your hand in that, it will dissolve your hand. That's the pH in the stomach, 1.5 to 2, very acidic. And there's a reason for that, because you want to, in digestion, the food that we eat, we want to make sure that there's no pathogens that enter the body, and that stomach acid is strong enough to really digest and break down the food, okay? So, stomach has a pH, it has acids that make sense, yep. Stomach has a pH of 2, all right? The bile, which emulsifies fats, has a pH of 12, all right? The skin, the largest organ in the body, has a pH of 5.5. 5.5 is also acidic. Now the skin is the most highly absorbent, is highly absorbent, okay? The biggest organ in the body. pH 5.5, all right? Remember that, because we're gonna get into the whole like, oh, I need to drink alkaline water and this and that. Alkaline is a negative charge, okay? Less hydrogen ions, and acid has a positive charge, which is more hydrogen ions, okay? So our body absorbs toxins from the air that we breathe. We've been talking about this, the food that we eat, and from the water that we drink on a daily basis, all right? We can't really escape that. We're exposed to all kind of environmental toxins, food, water, diesel engines, chemtrails, industry, runoff from runoff of pesticides and herbicides from agriculture, etc., or absorbing all that stuff, toxic food residues, etc. So our body is absorbing toxins from everywhere, all right, on a daily basis. We can't really escape it. Our body has a self-cleaning mechanism designed to clear itself from all these toxins so it can operate in a healthy environment, okay? It's pretty self-explanatory. The body produces acid for digestion of food, absorption of nutrients, okay? The body produces acid for absorption of nutrients and to remove toxins, all right? Acid is electricity, all right? The sun, full of H plus ions. The sun is acidic. Our skin, 5.5, is acidic and highly absorbent, all right? To both nutrients and toxins, all right? So the skin is highly absorbent to both nutrients and toxins, and right there is the whole thing about cosmetics. If you're gonna use cosmetics or whatever cream you use, you know that your skin is absorbing it directly into your body. So if you're using toxic cosmetics, if you wanna like save money and buy like cheapo stuff at the dollar store, you're poisoning your entire system because your skin is highly absorbent. It's 5.5 pH. It's acidic. It's really active there, and it's absorbing all that crap right into your bloodstream and into your tissues and into your liver. So that being said, if you're using cosmetics, my rule of thumb is like if I can't eat it, it's not going on my skin. Okay, so there's cosmetics that are on the base of natural medicine or naturopathy, full of herbs, and coconut oil and really good oils, and that's what I think personally. That's what should go on the skin, on any skin. All right, so our skin, 5.5 pH, very highly absorbent to both nutrients and toxins because it's acidic. All right, our urine's ideal pH would be 5.8 to 6.2. The closer it is to 5 pH, it simply shows that the body has a good adaptive capacity and that metabolic acids can and are being removed from the system. Okay, that's our urine. So the urine, the closer the pH of the urine is to 5 pH, which also is acidic, it's a good sign. It shows that the body has a good adaptive capacity and metabolic acids can and are being removed from the system. So it's good, all right? Saliva should be 6.8 to 7 pH, so that's almost in the middle, all right? Neutral. Doesn't coconut oil clog pore? I don't think so. Actually, I know that. Yeah, the uneducated shop at the dollar store. You know what? It's not even funny. It's actually really sad. You can go see it, all these conventional supermarkets, people buying like crap and don't even understand that what they're buying is so toxic that I don't know even where to start. I go to stores sometimes. I see it. Where do we start? Do we sit outside and protest like with big signs? Hey guys, and girls and women. And what are you doing? Like, what are you actually? Do you know what you're buying from the store? Do you know that if it's like this cheap and it's sat that long and it's this process and it has like a list like this of ingredients that some of them you can't even read? You know that all that is sedimenting in your liver, in your lungs, in your colon. I mean, killing your gut bacteria, causing chronic fatigue, leaky gut, all kind of condition, arthritis, cancer in the future. So yeah, pretty much. Love is flowing. Thank you. Yes, it should start a revolution. I think it's for each person, each person that goes to a store and wants to say something. I say go ahead. Just like it's pretty sad. I mean, there's a movie called What the Health, which is a pretty new one about the connection between the pharmaceutical industry. Okay, no. Where did they go? Oh yeah, they started with the all the associations that are responsible in not maintaining but controlling or supporting, so to speak, various conditions such as American Diabetes Association, American Heart Association, American Lung Association, etc., etc., etc. Now, the person who made the movie actually said, a lot of people in his family were sick, and he was afraid that he's gonna get sick as well. That he will get sick as well unless he does something major. And he went into, became a vegan and started researching the whole story behind our food supply and what is actually going, because the food supply is so demineralized. That's first of all. Nutrition less, like really low quality. And I'm talking about the vast majority, of course, junk food, and toxic. Not only that it doesn't have nutrition, it has a lot of acidic toxicity that sediments in the body and in the liver, and the body cannot deal with it. That's how people get diseases. The body is not at ease because it has too much toxicity for it to be able to be at ease. It cannot deal with all the toxicity in the body, so it's at dis-ease, which has all kind of different fancy names to buy different medicines and different chemicals and different curing aids, so to speak. So there's a lot of dis-eases, but there's only one dis-ease, and Dr. Sebi talked about that. And it's the inner toxicity of the body and of mucus, and when the body's has too much mucoid plaque, then it also attracts and is a breeding bed to a lot of other toxins and heavy metals that come into the body, and they just sit there, and then that grows and manifests in a certain organ and tissue as a dis-ease that now is called diabetes, now is called arthritis, now is called it's all one. So anyway, it's a little segue about that. So that movie, the guy goes into American Diabetes Association website, and he's looking at and he's already on a plant-based diet, and he's like looking at the recommended diet that they have on the ADA, the American Diabetes Association website, and he's like, eat meat, eat this, eat that, and he's like, how can you guys recommend foods that actually make diabetes worse? And what he found is that the junk food industry is actually working with these so-called health associations, and all of them are working with the pharmaceutical industry, and it's like everyone's, scratching each other's back. And we go, we think that, oh, we're gonna go to the supermarket and buy all this food, and oh yeah, corporations taking care of us. Look at how convenient it is. All this great food. Wow. Oh, it's cheap also. Buy 17, for 99 cents. Oh wow, we're gonna just stuff the fridge with all this toxic crap, where and some of the foods like have the a lot of the meat also has like the sticker of like American Heart Association, American Diabetes. It's ridiculous. Like they make you think that they're supporting you, that by having their name, and they're like, oh, I should buy this meat because it has the label of the American Diabetes Association. It is a scam beyond measure. So anyway, that whole movie, What the Health, I think it's good to watch it. I would recommend to watch it to anyone. I actually watched it and I immediately sent it to my whole family, my brothers and sister, brother and sister, their partners, and yeah. So I would recommend it to, and I tell people, you don't want to spend an hour and a half and watch something, it's on YouTube. Do your work. Everyone has a phone today. You can plug it in, you can play it on YouTube, and put it in your earplugs. Put it in your car. Drive and listen to information. Enhance yourself, your understanding of what is really going on, of what we're putting in our mouth on a daily basis, which is going to tie into everything that I'm going to talk about here. It's all one, it's all related. So here's something again about so we stopped at saliva should be 6.8 to 7 pH. So when the body, look at this, check this out. And thank you for whoever is joining and being generous with your listening attention and willingness to expand your mind and absorb new information. So thank you, and thank yourself for taking the time to do that. Power to you. IG and Facebook as well. Let's see who else joined. Oh, Siggy. I got relatives from overseas. That's pretty cool. All right, so when the body is ramping up acid, it's when we are very toxic. Check this out. There is a toxin removal system that works in the body with using minerals to deactivate toxins and flush them out. All right. Now it's not any minerals. We need ionic minerals, salts that become ionic in an acid solution. Salts that become ionic in an acid solution. Salts is minerals. Okay. It's a chemical process in the body where minerals will interact with toxins, neutralize them, and have them flushed out of the body. All right. Okay. So again, when there's toxins in the body is ramping up acid. All right, not the whole body, not in the whole body, not the whole body is becoming acidic. It's localizing it in a certain place, and it's ramping up acid in that area. It's gonna attract minerals. All right. Now, let me just change the mix because it's a little irritating. All right, this should be easier to digest, I think. Wait 1 second. One second, people. Just change this. All right. Okay, cool. Clayton Foley. Hey Leo, how's it going? All right, cool. So when there's toxicity in the body, not the body is all toxic, there's toxicity in the body's gonna ramp up acid, all right? And going to attract minerals into that location to neutralize the toxicity and to flush it out of the body. Now, the problem arises when there's not enough or proper minerals in the body and acid toxins accumulate, okay? Because minerals are the body's cleaning system, just like they are in nature, all right? So the nature will use minerals to clean itself up from toxicity that man provides it. And the body also utilizes minerals to clean out toxins that accumulate, that we absorb from food, from air, from water, from diesel engines, from everywhere pretty much. Runoffs from fields, from agriculture fields, pesticides, pharmaceuticals definitely as well. Actually, they found even trace pharmaceuticals in the 200 sources of the cleanest water on the planet, thousands of kilometers away from human life. They found trace pharmaceuticals and plastics, and 80% of fish had a sex orientation change. So 80% turned female due to the residues of pharmaceutical hormones in the waters. So if they found that in the most cleanest, pristine waters on the planet, I guess we're getting it. I know, and I'm sure that we're getting it on a daily basis from like any other water that we come in contact with. And remember that our skin is highly absorbent, so we're getting all these toxins through our skin on a daily basis, lungs, etc. So again, toxicity in the body ramps up acid to localize the toxins. It's going to attract minerals to neutralize those toxins and flush them out of the body. The problem arises when there's not enough or proper minerals in the body, and acidic toxins accumulate. Acidic toxicities examples, for instance, and we just talked about that, are processed food waste, dairy and animal fat, and drugs, VOCs, which is volatile organic compounds, petrochemicals, parasites, E. coli, bacteria, chlorine and fluoride, agricultural chemicals, traces of hormones and other chemicals. Those are examples of acidic toxicity, okay, that can accumulate in the body. Most of us are filled with them. So when there's not enough minerals in the body, because our diet is mineral deficient, and whoever's on my feeds already understands the whole mineral deficiency in our soil, and we're supposed to receive our minerals from the ground, from the food that we eat, from the vegetables that we eat, and we're already the soil has been mineral deficient for more than 100 years. So if we're not getting it from the food, we are mineral deficient on a very mass scale, global scale, and it's like an epidemic. It's not like, it is an epidemic. So when there's not enough minerals, the body will source for the minerals in its tissues, all right, and break down its own tissues, which leads in the long term to thinner bones and lower muscle mass. So the body will compensate. If you don't give it what it needs, it will find a way to source for it, and it will keep breaking itself down, all right? Or if it it doesn't have any minerals to source for, then all these acidic toxic waste is going to accumulate in the body. It's going to accumulate in a certain organ, and then people get hepatitis C. What's that? Oh, and it's too much toxicity accumulates in the liver. The body cannot deal with it. It doesn't have the elements to deal with it. Then hepatitis C, for instance, manifests in the liver. So it can manifest in different areas. And every area has its own dis-ease name and classification according to, the medical society that, wants to hook you up on the new and best drug. There are the most pristine waters where are the most pristine? You should Google that. What are some benefits I will most likely notice having oral? I've noticed, first of all, increasing clarity. I had also chronic fatigue and energy, crazy energy drops. I had crazy sugar cravings. I had candida. I had a weakening eyesight, and overall type of weakness. All of them are gone. And I work out every day, and I used to have joint pains as like something that's normally there. That's what it is. So I had joint pains, and I was like, okay, I work out every day, I should have joint pains. I don't have any more. All right. Clarity of thought, clarity of mind, needing to eat less, no more sugar cravings, no more candida. So that's what I experienced from drinking clean water that has a full matrix of minerals. All right, so going back to the body, remember we just said there's toxicity there. The body is sourcing for minerals to neutralize those toxins. If it cannot find these minerals what happens is that the toxins accumulate in the tissues, leading to overly acidic tissues also makes one susceptible to inflammation. All right, inflammation, and inflammation leads to chronic conditions. All right, any chronic disease, if you go to a naturopath, it will tell you it's inflammation. Yeah, sleeping better, sleep patterns are affected, are benefited as well. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to. Well, I'm not gonna do that today. So overly acidic tissues, because the body cannot get rid of acidic toxins, leads to chronic diseases. Diseases impairs enzyme function in the cells and overloads the lymphatic system, which is the drainage system. And it impedes on the body's natural detoxification process. All right, so we're gonna be full of toxins if we don't have the right minerals to remove the daily toxicity that we're accumulating from various sources on a daily basis. So when this acidic waste builds up, and that is what people refer to acidity in the body. One second, let me just change this. Let me just change this here. It's like a live show here, and sound is not really great, so let's check this out, see how they go. All right, cool. What's going on here, Leo? Hey, Leo. All right, cool. So overly acidic tissues is going to make us susceptible for inflammation, impair the enzyme function in the cells, overload the lymphatic system, which is the drainage system for all the toxins that come out of the cell, out of our daily operation. So acid builds up in the body as acidic waste that the body could not neutralize, and that's what people refer to acidity in the body. Not the entire body is acidic. There is acidity in the body. The body is out of balance. There is acidity in the body. Not the entire body is acidic, okay? That's one important distinction of the whole acid-alkaline misunderstanding, all right? So in order for the body to be brought back into balance, we must feed the body the elements it needs in order to bring itself back into balance. And what is that balance? So we just said, if there's acid waste, that needs to be neutralized. What are those elements? Just get to that. So, for instance, if we take an anti-acid drug, what are we doing? We're putting a plaster, all right? We're putting a plaster. Well, we didn't really solve the issue, because so we're neutralizing the acidity in the body, which is there for a reason, to localize toxins, to attract minerals, to neutralize those toxins. And we took an anti-acid, so what did we actually do? Did we help the body? Did we help the body's natural processes, or did we impede on them? So I don't think so. We haven't solved the issue, all right? Since we haven't given the body what it needs to correct its own imbalance. Now, if we give the body, same thing, anti-acid, if we give the body high pH water, that it neutralizes, the acidity in the body, did we solve the problem? No. Is the body supposed to be all alkaline? No. The stomach is 1.5. That can make a hole in your table, in your kitchen table. How can the whole body be all alkaline or all acid? It's a misunderstanding, a purposeful misunderstanding, or misunderstanding and misinformation to sell you alkaline water. High pH water will cause you alkalosis. We'll talk about that later. Cramps can happen due to high pH water, because high pH water normally doesn't have any minerals. Okay? When you don't have minerals, you get cramps. Look that up. You don't have to believe me. So alkaline, when people say eat an alkaline diet, check this out. This is an important distinction. It's referred to eating alkalizing foods that can neutralize acid toxins. I'll say that again because this is really important, I think. When people say eat an alkaline diet, what they're referring to is eat alkalizing diet and alkalizing foods, okay? Foods that can neutralize acid toxins, all right? Alkalizing foods may not have an alkaline pH, since it's not about the it's about the effect that they have in the body once they're broken down and digested that matters. It's not the pH of the food or the water that you drink. It's the effect that it has on the body once it's broken down and consumed. All right? A lime is acidic and it has an alkalizing effect on the body. It donates ascorbates, salts, mineral salts to the body, and it has an alkalizing effect. It can neutralize acidic toxins. I hope you get that because this is really important. Yeah, I agree with Dr. Sebi, of course. Dr. Sebi is saying the same things that I'm saying. He's just in a different, maybe using different words. You know, he's talking about the electric diet. And that's the same thing. It's electric means filled with minerals. Minerals is electricity. It's bioelectric sparks. It's we need a mineral to spark every biological activity in the body to spark, to initiate it. It's bio spark plugs, just like in a car has spark plugs. So all he's talking about is the body's being a electric circuit board, you know. So eat an electric diet, foods that are alkalizing, that donate electricity in us, and donate mineral salts that can neutralize acidic waste. Yeah, same thing. So like I said, for instance, limes and lemons are acidic. Once they're broken down, and tangerines are acidic, yet they have an alkalizing effect once they're digested and broken down because they donate alkaline salts like citrates and ascorbates. So that's the same reason greens, like why are greens alkalizing? Same reason, because they all have lots of salt minerals in ionic form, all right? And these minerals are what the body needs to neutralize acid toxins, okay? Is there such thing as alkaline toxins? Yeah, alkaline salts, caustic salts, the same as Lie Devil and Drano that are used to open clogs in the sink. They have alkaline salts, potassium hydroxide, KOH, it's called caustic salts. Yeah, definitely. But that's alkaline toxins. Yeah, and a lot of ionizers that will not get rid of properly of toxicity in the water that they treat, and they're going to electrocute the water. They're going to create caustic salts. Okay, so a lot of ionizers can create basically potassium hydroxide, KOH, or there's another one, so not sodium, but not calcium. Anyway, I forgot right now, but there's more caustic salts that can be created by ionizers in water due to improper purification of the water. So then you have caustic salts. Now caustic salts are used in Drano. Drano open clogs in your sink. Do you want to drink Drano? And you want to drink Drano? Go ahead. That is alkaline. So if we're supposed to drink alkaline, all alkaline, let's go drink Drano. It's cheap also. You can make like 1,700 gallons with like $1 or whatever it costs, $5. Let's all drink alkaline. We're smart. We'll drink alkaline salts. You know, that I don't think that's smart, not at all. You know, because it's gonna look what it does in the drain. What clogs the drain? Normally fats. Okay, so it will emulsify fats. Do you want it to emulsify your body? So, again, we talked about greens. Why are greens alkalizing? They have a lot of mineral salts that they donate to the body in ionic form. These minerals are what the body needs to neutralize acid toxins. Okay, this has nothing to do with the pH of the food, like I said, and all to do with the foods being either alkalizing or acidifying, acid-forming foods, as in meats, conventional meats, milk, dairy, processed foods, which leave heavy, toxic, acidic residue in the body when they're broken down. Okay, I would even add to that barley, wheat, oats for the most part. Today, even soy and corn, which are mostly GMO, unless you can find like non-GMO. Hey, good luck. Yeah, Smiley Coop, you can't ingest that. I was just being sarcastic because there's a lot of people that are gonna say, oh yeah, let's drink alkaline water when an ionizer is electrocuting the water and creating caustic salts in the water. I mean, it's a generalization. And hey, Ducey, nice one. Ducey too. Yeah, good to see you, man. Yeah, so people would criticize me and say, yeah, we need to drink alkaline this and alkaline that, and we're gonna get like a $5,000 alkalizer machine that is gonna electrocute the water and create caustic salts, and we're drinking that. Is that what we want to drink? So going back to this, so now you have a little bit of an understanding. I hope you are already, that you're listening, hearing, comprehending this, what I'm saying. If not, feel free to ask. I think you're starting to get a picture that acid is actually not that bad, right? Okay, because the body is not all acidic, it's not all alkaline. When there is acidity, okay, the terminology, get the terminology straight. The body's not all acid, not all alkaline. When there is acidity in the body's localizing toxicity. There's a toxicity in the body's ramping up acid to localize that and to attract minerals, to neutralize those toxins to be flushed out of the body. Okay, so the body's not all acid. There's acidity in the body's out of balance. We need to restore its balance. We need to give it the elements to restore its balance, which are minerals, because the body utilizes minerals to clean out itself from various toxins that it accumulates throughout the day. Please don't need alkaline water. Plants don't need alkaline. Yeah, you give alkaline water to a plant, watch it die. Watch it get yellow leaves. It did the morning after. So acid is not all that bad. All right, we have 2 minutes. Well, I'm gonna continue the feed. So acid is not all that bad, right? Okay, the acidic environment of the stomach is not only necessary for processing food. We said the stomach is 1.5 pH to 2. 1.5 pH to 2. So let's say, if the body was all alkaline, then the stomach couldn't be 1.5 to 2. And according to the believers of alkaline water and the high pH water, we should be dead if we're walking around with a stomach that's 1.5 to 2. Oh, that person should be really sick. Drink alkaline water, neutralize that acid. Bad acid, bad. No, the acid in the stomach is actually, oops, what did I do here? The acid in the stomach is actually necessary. Oh, excuse me 1 second. All right. So the stomach in the acid in the stomach is not only necessary for processing food, but it also helps to protect your body from pathogenic organisms or food antigens that shouldn't be there. All right. So acid is good. Our skin. Remember, our skin 5.5, very acidic. That's acidic. The skin is highly absorbent. An acid medium is a highly charged live medium for biological activity to occur. Okay, it's a healthy medium. All right, that's acid. Acid is good. All right, acidity. There's acidity and there's an acid medium. Okay, we're getting into this. 16 seconds left. I'm going to refresh the feed here on IG. Hey, Facebook. Hi, hello everyone. Shalom, Maya. I'll be right back. Come join me. I'll be right back.